we're going to see what happens with Cuba. I don't know. Anybody interested in Cuba in this room? Not too many people. This is not a Cuba room, but that's all right. There are plenty of them around, especially in Miami. And Cuba will be failing pretty soon. Cuba is really a nation that's very close to failing. You know, they got their money from Venezuela. They got the oil from Venezuela. They're not getting that anymore.
We were talking about the polls earlier. Clearly, the current value of the dollar, do you think it's declined too much?
No, I think it's great. I mean, the value of the dollar, look at the business we're doing. No, dollar's doing great. You know, it's very interesting. If you look at China and Japan, I used to fight like hell with them because they always wanted to devalue their yen. You know that? The yen and the yuan. And they'd always want to devalue it. They devalue. And I said, not fair that you devalue because it's hard to compete when they devalue. But they always fought, no, our dollar's very good.
The assessment from some of your own officials that Alex Preddy is a domestic terrorist or an assassin?
Well, I haven't heard that, but certainly he shouldn't have been carrying a gun. But hey, look, bottom line, everybody in this room, we view that as a very unfortunate incident, okay? Right. Everyone, right. Unless you're a stupid person. Very, very unfortunate incident. I don't like that he had a gun. I don't like that he had 2 fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff. And despite that, I say that's a very unfortunate.
You said that you are the
numbers, believe it or not, and that's all working out. You know, we have Tom Homan there now. We put him in there. He's great. And they met with the governor, the mayor, everybody else, and we're going to de-escalate a little bit. But I will. But the stock market's the highest. How is John Deere stock doing? Great, all-time high. It's all-time. Everyone, I don't have to even ask the question. I mean, I made a lot of people rich. Me, I just keep working. I made a lot of people rich. I made a lot of people rich that I don't even like. I got a lot of people that I don't like at all, and I've doubled their net worth.
Important part of this whole thing, unreported, okay? There is a man in Shanghai, China, an American citizen. His name is Neville Roy Singham. He works with the Beijing government. He is funneling millions of dollars into the United States of America through 501s like Party for Socialism and Liberation, Democratic Socialists of America, Minnesota Immigration Rights Action Committee. There he is, okay? Connecticut-born, 71 years old, billionaire tech guy. He is funneling money here to these radical organizations who are then agitating professional people, communists mostly, because Singham's a communist, all right, to go in and foster rebellion. You heard that story reported? That is absolutely true. The man has been investigated by the FBI in the past, this Singham character, okay? This isn't some organic thing. This is a foreign power, Beijing, using this American citizen who lives openly in Shanghai in luxury, knowing that this man is funneling tens of millions, probably more, into this country to try to destroy the government. What the deuce is that? Where are you, New York Times? All right? That's the second part of the story. There's a local federal story, and there's the international story. And I've had it. You don't like what I'm saying? Blank you, because I'm telling you the truth.
Rubio says U.S. ready to use force to ensure Venezuela's cooperation. Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated that the Trump administration is ready to use force to ensure cooperation from Venezuela's acting president, Delcy Rodriguez. He believes her self-interest will drive her to open the energy sector to U.S. companies. Rubio's remarks came during a congressional hearing, marking his first public appearance since the U.S. raid that captured Nicolas Maduro. Maduro faces narco-terrorism charges and has pleaded not guilty. Rubio emphasized, "We are prepared to use force to ensure maximum cooperation if other methods fail." As tensions rise, Rodriguez asserted that Venezuela has had enough of U.S. interference. Democrats criticized the military actions as illegal and claimed they might entangle the U.S. further in Venezuelan affairs.
Over the last weeks, we have witnessed an uprising in Iran unlike anything seen in a generation. More than a protest, it was a cry for the liberty and rights so many of us are able to take for granted. Images coming from Iran have shocked the world. Scenes of brutal repression. Families searching for loved ones in morgues overflowing with body bags. Reports now speak of victims in their thousands. Iranian people deserve to live in freedom. I am proud that this parliament has led on this, and proud that we have acted. Last week, after consulting all political groups, I took the decision to ban all diplomats and representatives of the Iranian regime from the European Parliament. We will not allow them a platform in Europe to legitimize their brutality. But now more must be done. We will keep pushing to strengthen sanctions and to finally designate the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps as a terrorist organization. This is not a symbolic gesture. It would mean further degradation of their ability to operate with impunity. It would disrupt their cash flow and underline that they will find no safe haven. Equally importantly, it would send a strong message to the brave Iranians on the streets that Europe has heard them, that we stand with them, and that we have acted against their oppressors. So, colleagues, I know many of you want to remember the thousands murdered on Iran's streets, but the people of Iran do not need silence. They have been kept forcefully silent for 47 years. So today I'll ask you to do something a little bit different. I ask that we pay tribute to those killed by joining me in filling this chamber with a moment of applause as we honor their bravery and their courage.
Rejected you, dear leftists, 8 times. 8 times in a row you have lost elections in Poland. So get used to it, because you're going to lose again. That's number one. Let me give you some data about Poland and Polish democracy. The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID in European Union is Poland. One of the lowest debts in European Union is Poland. So don't give us this rubbish about the need of educated immigration, as we heard yesterday. We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all and pay for them. We don't need them. You know why? Because there is 0 terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact. This is your data from Eurostat. So we don't need your engineers. We don't need your doctors. Take them. Do not teach us. Do not teach us about democracy, because we know what the democracy is. So learn from Poland. Be like Poland. Thank you very much.
I'm afraid not to be, guys. I know many people can't afford to, and it is going to be okay. My gut's telling me that they got about 5 weeks before this is done, whether they want to do it or not. So they're going to be pushed to go ahead and get it done. I think it's an excellent sign for us, a good sign for us, because they're not going to have a choice. In other words, we finally see the can get too big to kick. Bix, Asian guy, talks about how short the banks are. They're miserably, painfully, woefully short. Yeah, see, Eagle Claw, that's where I'm at. I'm hearing the Fat Langing singing. I can hear the opera in the back. And she has got some pipes. Soul Shaker, can I tell you 100% whether it is or isn't? No, but I've been told by every single one of my sources that Soul Shaker's asking, Mark, is Boulevard 2020 or older any good? I've been told yes. You just got to do the math based on how many zeros have been added, removed, etc. There have been a couple of bank stories. Let me do those, and then we need to get back to the gold one. Well, I say a couple. I think I got one solid one. Okay, don't have time to read those. I'm live. Bam. Hi, Mark. I have a bank story I want to share with you. I was in my bank today to make a deposit. After I was finished, I asked the teller if they have foreign currency or could they order it. Let me see who's on that one. Let me put me on there for you guys on this one. And could they order it? She said, we don't keep it, but we can order it for you. She asked what I was looking for. I then asked her how much 1 million Vietnamese dong would cost me. She looked on her computer. After about 20 mouse clicks, told me $59,300. I said, doesn't sound right, because from what I see on the exchange rate calculator, $1 is equal to a little over 26,000 dong. She said, well, 59K is what I'm seeing on the computer. This is not one of the few banks. This is the person speaking. The people have mentioned are on the RV as for the RV. It's a regions bank and a local bank for them. We are getting so many stories like that from you guys where you go in person. I've even had bankers reach out to me and say, why is it showing for this much on the screen that just isn't what we're being told? They're not allowed to exchange it at those levels, but I've had bankers and tellers going, why? Why? What do you think? I think it's because we're about to have a rate change. That is crazy, isn't it?
On X, under the leadership of President Donald J. Trump, make Iraq great again. Donald J. Trump on Truth Social posted 2:13 p.m. 1/27/26. I'm hearing that the great country of Iraq might make a very bad choice by reinstating Nouri al-Maliki as prime minister. Last time Maliki was in power, the country descended into poverty and total chaos. That should not be allowed to happen again. Because of his insane policies and ideologies, if elected, the United States of America will no longer help Iraq. And if we are not there to help, Iraq has zero chance of success, prosperity, or freedom. Make Iraq great again. The new region on X. Breaking. U.S. Special Envoy to Iraq, Mark Savaya, says Washington has a comprehensive understanding of individuals involved with corruption in Iraq, vowing to deliver justice to the Iraqi people and ensuring accountability. Statement. Majid on X. Hold them accountable. The U.S. Envoy to Iraq, Mark Savaya. Senior officials have benefited from corruption. We will hold those involved in corruption accountable without exception.
Just in, Saudi Arabia tells Iran that it will not allow its airspace or land to be used for any military action. Posted by Bricks News. Holy smokes! Minnesota federal judge Patrick Schiltz is a donor and volunteer for the Pro-Illegal Alien Immigrant Law Center and is the same judge who shielded Don Lemon from accountability after storming the church and is threatening to hold ICE Director Todd Lyons in contempt, per @BillMalugin. The judicial cartel is real. It needs to be purged. How can we have a republic when the judiciary is tainted like this? Posted by American Patriot USA.
Wake up in the morning, same old life, same day. Bills going up, pay going down, they tell us it's okay. Work all week, still broke, still trying just to eat. They live high off the people, while the people they gon' repeat. They say stay calm, they say behave. Speak your mind, they lock you away. To a lie, can't sleep tonight. They don't hear us speak, but they hear us fight. Wake up to a lie, open your eyes. But once you see the game, you don't go back this time. Flags on the fences, truth on the street. Say the wrong words, they're knocking at your feet. Freedom of speech, only if it agrees. Question the power, they call you the disease. They protect the cash, not the crowd. They talk real big, but they move real loud. Just fine. Wake up to a lie. Open your eyes. Once you feel the truth, you don't go back this time. This ain't hate, this ain't fair. It's the sound of people saying we're still here. We're not blind, we're not dumb. You push too far on the people come. Change. We just woke up.
Your beauty is in your soul. You are beautiful because of your heart. You are beautiful when you smile. The tongue has no bones, but is strong enough to break a heart. So be careful with your words. Finally, brothers, whatever things are true, whatever things are honorable, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Philippians 4 verse 8, Bible verse.day.
Thank you for listening. May the light guide your steps, truth protect your heart, and discernment strengthen your spirit. You are seen, you are supported, and you are never alone. Please like and subscribe.
This video is for general informational and spiritual discussion only. All content shared here reflects publicly available intel, spiritual perspectives, and personal interpretation. Nothing in this video is medical advice, financial advice, or guaranteed prediction. Always use your own discernment and make decisions that feel right for you.
Oh, people of Iran, we hear your cries day and night. We feel your pain. We see the injustice. Your children so brave, they fought for peace. God, we pray for the people of Iran. They call your name, heal their pain, comfort those who mourn, heal the injured, heal their wounds. Mothers call the names of their children, their men. Fathers pray for their children, for their women. Wives call the names of their husbands. Husbands call the names of their wives. Children cry for their mothers, their fathers. They want to live in peace. World leaders fight for wealth, not for human lives. May the hands of the innocent be shielded. The cries of the people reach the heavens. Justice who hate has ruled. And truth replacing justice, greed and lies. We feel you. We pray for world peace. We pray for freedom. We pray. Reform and change. The world turns away its eyes, and cower hides behind closed doors. God seek those who do not turn a blind eye. The people of Iran suffer under a regime of crime. Send the light, send the help, let the innocent be saved. Send the light, send the truth, let the children be free. You say your cries, your pain, your faces echo louder to those with ears. For love is stronger than hate. This injustice and